How did you know this?
I didn't know at all.
Intense and unforgettable easily describe the Imitation Game. It's the story of how the Brits cracked the German Enigma code during World War II. The always brilliant Benedict Cumberbatch leads an outstanding cast as Alan Turing.
This war, we're not winning it. If you speak a word of what I'm about to show you, you will be executed for high treason.
It's beautiful. It's the greatest encryption device in history, and the Germans use it for all communications.
Everyone thinks Enigma is unbreakable.
Let me try, and we'll know for sure.
Mr. Turing, do you know how many died because of it?
I don't.
3, while we've been having this conversation.
A very unconventional hero, a brilliant man, a quiet hero, and I think an extraordinary story, not least because of the Official Secrets Act. What went on in the Second World War has only recently come to light. So his involvement at Bletchley Park is now better known. The code-breaking team there that took on the Polish idea of mechanizing, breaking the Enigma code, and basically brought about the end of the Second World War by 2 years, saving millions of lives, basically, millions at estimates.
Gentlemen, meet Mr. Turing.
We to work together then. I'm afraid these men would only slow me down.
Popular at school, were you?
We're short on staff.
We get more staff then. You have 6 minutes to complete the task.
Is that even possible?
No, it takes me 8. 5 minutes and 34 seconds.
You said to do it in under 6. What is it that we're really doing?
We're going to break an unbreakable Nazi code and win the war.
Oh.
And it was classified until relatively recently. I don't know when. I think it was the 80s or the 90s when it was actually first allowed to be talked about. And even then, people at Bletchley Park, which was the place where all of the code breaking happened, they didn't speak. They'd absolutely trained themselves not to. So even when people went around and tried to get their testimonies, they really were very reticent about giving it up. So this was like one of the best kept secrets, and partly because the Enigma code was still used. Right into the Cold War, it was still being used, and it wasn't actually known that it had been broken and that had been the reason that we'd beaten the Germans. So yeah, it's a very important piece of military history.
In many ways, this is actually an old-fashioned spy thriller, only true and better. Look for The Imitation Game in your real-time theater.